Be prepared for highly offensive language from the start and throughout, and adult and sexual themes.
Celebrity Big Brothers bid on the stateside. Tonight, ex-housemate Courtney Stodden, choreographer extraordinaire Arlene Phillips, all tea, no shade, Michelle Visage, from Steps, Claire, BGT's finest, Lorraine Bowen, and funny man boy, Matt Richardson. But now, please welcome your host with the most, Ryland Clark.
Smiley wheeler full screen, I like it. Listen, what an enlightening day it's been. We've discovered Stevie's tribal tattoo means he's a singing warrior. Yeah. Not that he likes balls in the mornings, that's nice. Meanwhile, after being separated from Stevie, Chloe said she's learnt so many lessons in just one day. Aww. Imagine what she could learn in two. I mean, And Team USA discovered their key to success, to actually muzzle Janice Dickinson. That's what they're going to do. Actual muzzle. We might be able to put one in. Tonight, we're going to be bringing you all of the action. Your Saturday night officially starts here, guys. This is Saturday. Nearly Sunday. Well, listen, there's been another dramatic 24 hours in the house. Janice has got a plan, and gee whiz, she's not stringing anybody along.
There's loads of Janice underwear around, and she wants to know if you'd like to sell it on eBay.
Me? Oh, I want to do that.
Janice, get lost.
You know how much a wealthy guy would pay for one fucking used G-string of hers?
It'll be quite... It'll go for a good price, but...
A good price?
I'd rather be financially destitute than do that.
Wait. How much do you think it would go for?
I don't think I could... I wouldn't do that.
I'm just fucking with you.
Janice has got the account set up now.
It's already...
Rocky.
Okay. Hashtag... Jenna G. All the donations will go for Janice's psychological tests for the rest of her life.
I think someone's been watching a bit too much you know, Orange is the New Black and that. I mean, Janice, men don't actually go on eBay to buy pre-worn panties. That's disgusting. They usually go to specifically designed websites, such as sniffmyknickers.com is one of our favourites. But fortunately, good old Stevie turned down the foolproof business offer because he's already got enough on his plate, as Sherry realises only too well.
And your Chloe's rock.
Yeah.
Completely Chloe's rock.
Yeah, so
because
nice.
I'm sure that's hard for you sometimes when you see her cry.
Oh, God, yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
But you are always there. You're not... You don't waver, you don't go, for goodness sake, Chloe.
No.
Not once have I seen you do that. And I'm sure sometimes you want to say, stop it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Quite a few times.
Yeah. But you don't.
No, I don't.
Well, you may be doing your way.
Yeah.
Maybe you
I'm
haven't...
like, oh, babe, goodness
yeah,
sake,
so that's your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing it politely without... Yeah.
But you don't have any cruelty in you. You don't have... That cruelty is the wrong word. You have such patience, Stevie. I so admire you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's like love's young dream, innit? Well, listen, for another duo whose patience shines brightly and whose analysis of fellow housemates is simply heartwarming.
Chloe, sit down. She's acting all nice. What a fucking two-faced bitch. Natasha's like ugly face.
Does Chloe ever wash her hair?
Dude, I'm not ever talking to Chloe ever again. She
Me
does
neither.
nothing for me.
Oh, look at my cute face behind.
Yeah. Hi, bitch.
Yeah, with my eyebrow
Yeah,
going,
I
I
saw
know,
that.
bitch.
We know.
I do think Natasha's hair is pretty. I like the color.
I don't know. I think she has no fucking brains.
Freaking stank bitch.
Her hair reminds me of puke. Like, you've seen red-haired girls with beautiful hair, right?
Oh, stunning hair.
Yeah,
But
this
the thing
is
is
pukey.
she has like super, super curly hair, and she's straightened it so much that it looks damaged.
Yeah.
Love them both, but pot calling the kettle black there. I'm just saying, we all do it. Now listen, another moment of enlightenment came when Scoop decided that Stevie's tribal tattoo that we talked about earlier means he's actually an arse-kicking singing warrior, which we love. So, cue the arse-kicking singing warrior.
Yes, I swear, it's the truth, and I'm holding on to you. Come on. The time of my life, no one ever felt this way before. Yes, I swear, it's the truth, it's the truth, and I'm holding on to you.
This is a complete train wreck. They need to be voted off just because of this.
Ew, that was like off and beat or
That
note.
was awkward and made
Tone
me
was
very
off.
uncomfortable.
Are they tone deaf? I think he's tone
They're
deaf.
tone deaf.
Just saying, they are looking at X Factor judges for next year. I think we might have found a couple. And after Chloe finished their ass-kicking performance, Bobby followed suit with some assassination of character. And it would seem that Farrah actually forgot whose company she was in. Take a look.
Here she is, it's Jenna Jameson.
Oh my God, Jenna. Jenna.
You going cray-cray on me? Okay, I gotta go now, okay? I gotta have my bottom removed. It's so big, I'm taller sitting down than standing up.
You are
He has to
never gonna
impersonate
get hired
everyone.
again because you are
Sucky.
so unfunny. Now let's get Scoop up there and see some actual
let's see some real
talent.
fucking talent.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find him a show. Listen, talking of talent, let me shimmy over to me Saturday night desk because it's time to introduce tonight's guest. First up, Love's always got a hold of my heart when she's here. A dancing queen, bringing a touch of Saturday night fever to Bots, and she's absolutely fabulous and bringing the glam. It's Claire from Steps, Arlene Phillips and Michelle Visage.
Come sit down, Golden.
Are you all right? Oh, what a panel! Have a look. Liking this a lot. Listen, I've got to say, I know we're in Bournemouth, but if we were in Hollywood, I think we'd all give you a little star on the Walk of Fame, wouldn't we? I mean, I'm loving this. We've got, like, proper legends in tonight. Arlene, let me come to you first. Firstly, how's your foot since MasterChef? I was worried about you, darling. She burnt her foot.
My foot, mate. The rescue cream you gave me just saved.
I saved Arlene
saved
Phillips,
my
guys.
dancing feet.
Just putting it out
You
there.
did, you
Could have
did.
died. Could have
Yeah.
died. Never danced again. Guilty
Yeah.
feeling. Got no rhythm.
Yeah.
Arlene, how are you finding the series, babe?
Well, it's a crazy, crazy series, and they're all trying very, very hard to act like 6-year-olds.
Claire, what are you making of the Brits in there?
I think they're doing all right, actually. I'm surprised no one has completely lost it yet.
Are you watching the same show?
Yeah, no, but I mean lost it as in
Gone for
properly
him.
gone for it, because you could quite easily.
Do you think you would have?
No.
No one told
I
me,
would have gone cried in a corner.
Michelle, who's getting the shade of the visage at the minute?
You know, if I were in the house at the moment, currently nobody in the house, but Farrah's going to continue getting the shade until she decides to grow up and stop calling people negative and look at herself.
I think she will.
You know, there comes a time at 24 years old, you have to be responsible for what you're putting out into the world. You're a parent. Do you want your child to see you behaving that way? Or do you want to turn it around and say, you know what, these lessons I'm learning, I can use them to grow up. Every day I try to learn something new for better, you know, always for better.
Why can't Michelle just be like queen of the world?
No,
it's true.
The problem is, I don't think she's bright enough to quite realise that she needs to play any other game than using the 16 words that she knows.
I disagree. I don't think she's dumb. I just think she doesn't know what she's doing. I don't think she knows what positivity is. I don't think she knows what she needs to do to turn her life around.
Well, talking of her, let's talk about her and Jenna. They were certainly throwing enough shade about, shall we say. What are you making of Jara? What are you making of the collective, Arlene?
Well, I would like them to stop touching the hair for a moment.
You're just trying to get a shampoo ad. I can see what she's doing.
Yeah, and I think the problem is they look like they're lying up there in the dressing gowns. Goodness knows what Jenna's got on underneath her. It's like a tutu.
No,
because it's kind of spread out. And every time it feels like somebody comes in and says, just watch, that they jump up, get in a pose, and then they repeat what each other says over and over again. And it's like, actually, can you just say something really aggressive, really tough? Can you just show something deeply honest, maybe, how you really feel, not what, Farrah says this, and I'll repeat it, and I'll repeat it back.
Do you think they need each other?
I want...
Yeah. They have nobody else.
And also, I don't think they quite know how to hold a conversation with anyone else.
No,
you
that's
know,
true.
they don't feel like they're full of words. And the thing that kind of bothers me, I actually think that Jenna is probably quite intelligent, working very, very hard to play young and stupid. And I kind of wonder why. What is she getting out of it?
She got herself into a hole. She got herself into a hole backing Farrah up. That's what happened.
Yeah,
and
but
now
she had a really strong start, Jenna.
Really strong start. She was my pick to win in the beginning. And then she somehow decided that she needs to be here to back this girl up. That girl can handle herself. She can back herself up. And what happens when you don't support that negative behavior? The negative behavior either goes away or changes and sees the error of their ways.
I want us to come out as a woman and say, look, I'm 40-something years old. I'm going to act like I'm 40-something years old. And I'm going to run this house. And I'm going to tell people what to do. But instead, she's like...
Arlene's giving it tonight. I think I'm trying to do it. Listen, as you can see, they've got plenty to say for themselves. But for now, give it up for our panel. Love them. Look at them. Stay tuned, because coming up, Matt Richardson's been having a poke around in the BB closet. It took me a while. And he's going to be here to tell us what he's unearthed. And I'm going to be checking in with La La Land, because Courtney Stodden is going to be providing us with an extra slice of Hollywood glamour. I'll see you straight after the break.
You're making me die. Stop it.
Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the stateside. Coming up, star of CBB12 and BFF of Lauren Harry's, Courtney Stodden. She's going to be giving us her take on this year's Celebs. Plus, the L Street buggy's got a bit rusty. Stay tuned to find out why. But first, it was the twist of all twists last night, which saw Jenna and Farrah enter the secret luxury suite. But they don't know that they know, but we know that they know. You know what I mean?
Trying, yeah.
God, someone bloody does. Jara, as a couple, think it's just them that are in on this. How do you think they're going to react, Arlene, when they do go back into the house and give it, and then all of a sudden going to be like, oh?
I think Claire was talking about, you know, there's not been a real explosion. I think it's going to be like Vesuvius erupting. Because the last thing they want to do and find out is that they've been found
But
out.
Farrah won't care because she
Oh.
knows her truth and everyone else is...
Listen, Michelle, in your year, Perez faked a walkout, didn't he?
Yeah, but I am a huge Big Brother fan. Huge Big Brother fan. And if anybody watches Big Brother obsessively like I do, they know when somebody goes, they don't go. So if you're smart, the minute he went, I went into Big Brother and I said, listen, I know he's not gone. He is still here.
But now, we've flipped that on its
That's
head.
why. The smart ones know, and then you went ahead and turned it. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well played.
I love it.
I'm trying to take credit, and I just can't.
I just noticed that. I noticed that, Ryland. It was you that actually wrote the script.
Yeah, I do everything. I am Big Brother. I am Big Brother. I'm like the exec.
I will say it's genius
Yeah,
that
really
they're in
important.
there, kicking in the room, thinking that they are. It's amazing TV to sit there
It's
and
just
watch
so
that.
cringe, but
Yeah. So cringe.
want to see it, don't you? How do you think it's going to be, Claire? Because they are massive characters in that house, you know, and the housemates, whether they think they've gone or not gone, they're going to find out today that they're not. But how is that changing dynamic when big characters leave that house?
There's always a bit of a sense of relief when there's that much kind of nastiness and negativity.
The witch is dead. The witch is dead.
But there is.
How juvenile was that?
I know, but it was
Skip over the beds.
But in our year, it happened to us. You know, Heidi and Spencer, they went into...
And they weren't evicted. They did like a smash the door.
Yeah,
and...
they smashed the door open.
We didn't
We
think
were
for
like, oh
1
my God, this is so
second.
bad. And then we're all sitting there taking them off our way. It's like...
We got ourselves nominated.
Weren't having that. Well, listen, the main house weren't exactly sorry to see the back of them. Let's have a little reminder.
Come on, stand on this bitch's bed.
Oh.
Oi! Does anybody need a fart?
Ding dong, the bitch's dead.
Bitch, I wig, the witch is wig.
Ding dong, the
Witch is dead.
Are you fucking serious?
Now, Eileen, I want to come to you, because we were just talking about that. You said that was a bit juvenile. What did you make of their reactions? Because a lot of people think that was quite a fair reaction.
I think that they reacted that way because they're so surprised about everything.
Yeah.
And it's like double exaggeration surprise. Ooh, look at them, you know. And so I thought they attacked, they went in, they swore, they were upset. But I think in reality, they don't really approach anything with, like, OK, that's what they've done, now how can we get it back? I would go, right, how can we get it back? We're watching them. What can we do to fight back and just kill them?
Someone's getting patriotic over it, mate.
I just want to add that this is what I was talking about earlier. If that were me in that room and they were jumping like that when I got evicted, I would go, what have I been doing in that house?
Yes.
What have I been doing that? Every single one of them was happy. Every one of them was happy that I'm gone. What was I doing so horrendously that they all hate
instantaneously,
me?
the first thing they've done is, can't believe they're being like that.
That's
They
what I
can't
mean.
understand.
It's delusional.
Claire, would you have been the same? If they got evicted, would you be like...
Would I have been jumping around? Yeah, of course.
Would we have seen some of the old dancing moves?
We might have done.
Oh, well, listen, I want to talk about Natasha quickly because she was complaining about Farrah's behaviour on the first night and Winegate again. She loves bringing it up. Do you think Natasha just needs to...
Let it go, let it go. I'm wrong with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go.
Listen, we paid for the track. I want to hear it. Do you know what I mean? We don't have big budgets on here. We paid for it. I'm just letting it run. Hang on, we're nearly done. Or we'll have to pay any more. And done. That's enough of the track. Thank you. Otherwise, we have to pay double. We have to pay double. What do you think, Mees? Do you think she should have let that all go?
Listen, you all know that I love Natasha. I love her to bits. But being in a house that had Banana Gate, like at some point, you have to let it go. She needs to move on from the wine. She's got so much more to offer in her head. She is smart. She is funny. She is talented. You is kind. You is sweet. You is good. Move on.
Move on.
It's interesting when you're saying about people being funny and smart, for some reason, they're not showing it. You've got Bobby Davro, who's supposed to be a comedian.
Yeah.
He's
I
not
love
making
Bobby
us laugh.
Davro.
So do I, but he's not making us laugh. You've got Sherry, loose women.
Opinionated, yeah.
Opinionated. And, of course, you've got the stunning Janice, who should, you know, has got a mouth like, I don't know, massive things come out of it. And we're not hearing from her. So that's what I mean about it. They're a little bit muted.
And
I
in
want
layman's
them to-
terms, we just want them to grow a pair of bollocks,
Yeah.
don't we? Come on! Come to the forefront! Well, listen, James said he felt sorry for Farrah until Austin talked him out of it. Claire, with the two girls gone, do you think Austin obviously will come a bit more forward and think, right, I'm a bit more in charge of this house now?
I think so, because he obviously wants to be liked by everybody, because he is flitting from one group to the next. He's not, even though he's on the American side, he wants to be part of the British group of people as well.
Because he lives here.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Right.
and you know, he doesn't want to offend anybody, but he is quite a big character. You can tell that he is.
Do you think he's quite liking the fact that them two are not in there?
Oh, he's
so he can
loving
take
it.
that?
And he's hate it. When they come back in, everyone is going to be so pissed off.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's going to be the best
I can't
TV
wait for
ever. I
them.
can't wait.
They think that, you know, Austin's going to go. My best moment will be then when they discover, you know... I can't wait, because I love Austin. And that's going to be the classic all-time moment.
That's going to be the moment. The double
this
bluff.
series. Oh, my gosh. I love Austin.
Will they get to tell them, will the group get to tell them that they've known all along, or is Big Brother going to tell them?
I can't possibly reveal anything, guys. You're just going to have to wait and see, but give them a round of applause. I'm so excited now. Oh, well, listen, that's what them lot have got to say. I don't know about you lot at home. If you've got something to get off your chest about Ciara, then give me a call. Details are coming up on the screen now. Look, there they are. Ooh, there they are. Listen, now it's time for a man who keeps me buzzing on a Saturday night with something big and pleasurable, girls. Oh, darn, it's time for Matt's Big Buzz!
Now, I'm really excited this week. So I'm going to tell you about this before I start. I've moved into a new flat. Thanks very much. It's really great. It's really plush, really close to the studio, so it's convenient as well. And I get two brand new flatmates. I've not met them yet, but I hope they're all right. You can see them actually on the security cameras. Fingers crossed. What the fuck? What? Please, no! Don't make me go in with them, right? I'll do anything. I'll get rid of spiders for Bobby. I'll stand in between Chloe, Jasmine, and Stevie. Can you imagine what living with those two is like, Jenna and Farrah? I'm never going to get anywhere near the webcam. So annoying. And Jenna is actually slightly annoyed, by the way, she wasn't evicted, as she had a new range of Jenna Jameson sex dolls ready to hit the shops. Online, you lot haven't been afraid to express your opinions. Kirsty Walker said, catching up on CBBUK, having my breakfast, and then Stevie and Chloe come on being weird. Kirsty, they are not being weird. They're definitely in love, OK? That's love. We're definitely in love, right? It's definitely real love, all right? It's real. Real. Yeah, is it fuck? So, like Chloe said, she said, I couldn't dream up a better boyfriend. Now, Chloe, you need to have some imagination. I could dream up a much better boyfriend. My ideal guy is 6'4", slim, funny, great smile, great tan, and he hosts a spin-off show. Some of you are throwing some serious shade on Twitter too. Doc Atherton said, it's ironic that Sherry Hewson is an official loose woman considering Jenna Jameson and co are in the BB house. Oh my God. Right, but we love Sherry. What a hero. Here are some of Sherry's best quotes from being in the house. She hasn't said anything, right? Her word, interesting fact, Sherry is now the most expensive housemate we've ever had, right? And it's nice to see that Farrah has taken a leaf out of Sherry's book and isn't saying anything horrible about anyone.
She's an alcoholic, a liar, a manipulator, and a whore. I just don't know. Oh my God.
Farrah, you need to stop being so mysterious. Just tell us what you think about people, right? Don't just keep it to yourself. If only I could be as open as you prick. See? You can't tell what I think at all. That's it from me. Thanks very much.
Give it up for marriage. Coming up, we're going to be going live and direct to LA as Courtney Studden brings some international flavour to the proceedings. She's going to be getting her claws into Team US very shortly, and wait till you hear what she's got to say about the duo in the luxury suite. Plus, we've got all the latest fallout from inside that house. Don't go anywhere. See you after this. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the stateside. Now, the fake-ass twist has ripped through the Celebrity Big Brother house, and we have two newly appointed, and I quote, surveillance bitches. That's what they're called. But it's time now to catch up with the house and see how they're getting on. And thoughts are turning to the big old question.
I feel like Natasha has to go.
Yeah. She's good at, oh, poor me. Oh. She tried to have that poor me shit happen last night. I was the one who was buying it.
Freaking victims. Yeah, her life is just so terrible. I have no...
Yeah, so you know what?
No give a shit factor for
If
her.
we only could nominate 3.
It would be...
Natasha, Sherry.
Natasha, Sherry, Austin.
They ain't messing about. Well, listen, we have got an exclusive coming up a bit later that is actually amazing. I cannot wait to show you it. Me Willie's gone funny again. Well, listen, while this next one was in there, she had more front than Jenna and Farrah combined. I mean, more front. Here to give us her take on all the house dramas from CBB12 is the gorgeous Courtney Studden. There she is. Courtney, how are you, babe?
Good, hi.
Oh, look at the doggy! Courtney, I know you've been watching from across the pond. What are you making of the US-UK dynamics?
I have been watching, and obviously there is quite a divide in the house. I think that the UK housemates are obviously more comfortable, more calm, and the Americans seem to be a little more crazy and a little loud.
Just a little loud. Why do you think Jenna and Farrah were chosen to go into the secret suite? Why do you think it was them?
I think because they have formed quite a bond, and to be honest, they're both kind of a little bit of a hot mess.
Oh, Courtney, well, listen, you definitely had some memorable moments yourself while you were in there. Should we have a little reminder? Let's have a look.
I'm pregnant. You fucking slag! You're pregnant? The fuck is this?
It's Bruce's baby!
It's Bruce's baby!
Bruce!
What? Get your... Let me tell you something, you slag. I know it was Bruce's baby because I'm fucking infertile.
I know about you and Lauren, man! Don't hide it from me! Don't hide it from me, man!
Hey,
you young cashing on!
I can't fucking help what I do!
Get mortal, man!
That is uncalled...
Oh, babe. How does it feel, obviously, thinking back to that very lovely time you had in there?
It's a little bittersweet. I mean, I wish I could put myself back in that time, you know, sometimes, because it was such an amazing experience. But I love tossing that water into Dustin's face. I wish I could do it again.
I bet Dustin does as well. Well, listen, you formed a really close friendship with Lauren Harries, who we love on this show. Do you guys still keep in touch? We want to know the gossip.
We do. I mean, we fell out of touch for a while, but she just actually wrote me yesterday.
Oh! Have you got any plans to meet up?
I hope so. I miss her so much. She's so darling. We're the blonde ambitions. So.
Oh, I love that. I love the fact. I love that. Well, let's talk about you. You and Dustin were the only Americans in your year. How hard is it to come over to the UK and play sort of our game on our soil?
I mean, it does add an extra element of complication just because, you know, like little things. Like, for instance, I didn't know what Weetabix was when I didn't even know what a stock cube was, so I put it in the kettle. That kind of.
Oh yes, you did.
Yeah.
Mind you, that does save half the dramas, really. You know, good luck to you. Babe, I want to know who do you want out next? Who do you think needs the heave-ho?
I would have to say probably Farrah because I feel like she's very respectful, like that.
But do you think an American can win it, Courtney? Because over here, you know, as much as I love all the Brits, the Americans are really dominating the series. Do you think the American can take the title?
I definitely think they could, but is it wrong for me to say that I'm kind of backing the Brits?
No, of course it's not. You're backing you on. Listen, on that note, Courtney, next time you're over, make sure you come on the show one more time. Give it up for Courtney. Bye, gorgeous. Laura. Oh, and the dog. And the doggy. Oh, Laura. I love the dog. Listen, I've got a lot of unanswered questions about this series. I'm not going to lie, I really have. Like, why are James's tracksuit bottoms so tight, for a start? I mean, not moaning, I'm just asking.
Good.
Is Scoop sick of hearing his own song? Because they've played it all the time.
I am.
And is Stevie fed up of hearing Chloe Jasmine's voice? I mean, I can't...
Yes!
Shush, darling. But the question I really want to know is this one.
Who's on the L Street buggy?
So look who's on the L Street buggy. It's Vasily! Oh, come on. Let me check me 3 points and all of that.
Let's go! That's Rusty, that's The fucking squirrel!
Look! Is it coming? There was one in the house once who ran across my table in the dining room. I nearly died. Can you imagine one getting in my house? Easy, easy!
I'm putting it out there now. I want to try and get an unedited version of our buggy ride on the website because it was literally my favourite thing of the year. After the break, we're going to back to the house for even more exclusive action. And believe me, this is the exclusive you've all been waiting for. Plus, our other guest got David Walliams' golden buzzer. It's BGT's Lorraine. She's going to be performing for us, and let's hope she don't crumble under the pressure. I think... I'm not the first one to make that joke. I'll see you after the break. The squirrel! I can't get over the squirrel! You can see it all. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the stateside. Coming up on Saturday night, Sauce Pots are going to be giving our housemates their mid-term reports. We're going to be finding out who's more grating than nails on a chalkboard and who needs a good old spanking. We'll be finding out. But first... it's time to catch up with the house. And this is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Big Brother is about to let you in on a secret.
Oh.
Shit.
Uh-oh. I just said, didn't I, about that screen?
That's weird.
I was so right.
Clever.
Oh, here we go.
We'll have another baby by another man.
Yeah. Oh, shut the fuck up, old witch.
I want to show you more, but I'm not allowed. I'm sorry. But the fallout from that was amazing. So tune in to tomorrow night's main show for the full drama and see the moment the housemates realise the joke is actually on Jenna and Farrah. It's brilliant. It's so good. What are we making of their reactions?
Did you hear what she said?
Yes, I heard it!
About Natasha?
Yeah.
That's hideous.
I know.
This is going to be amazing.
Oh my God.
What do we... Any sort of forward thinking as to what might happen, Claire?
It's just going to kick off.
There's just going to be a big old kick-off.
I think it might be... Has everybody in the whole house had a row at the same time before? Every single person.
Big Brother 5 fight night, we won't bring that one up. Well, listen, make sure you do not miss that tomorrow because it is brilliant. But our celebs have been in there now for around 16 days, 2 hours, 16 minutes and 22 seconds. Big fan, big fan. So I think it's high time for a bit on the side mid-term report. So, Claire, you've obviously been in there. You don't know when you're going to go, but you know when you reach that halfway point of the series. How does it feel thinking, right, I've got halfway now, how will I carry on? Does that make sense?
I don't know. I was trying to think about this. I can't really remember, but it's... I think I kind of thought, oh, we're only halfway through. We've still got, you know, another...
Where I'm sitting there going, oh, we're halfway through.
I know. But you do get that sense of, right, I've made it this far. I know I can make it to the end now, so you don't want to go. I mean, I can't remember, I lost count of the amount of times I've packed my suitcase.
Oh,
and
it's the worst
every single night, the eviction nights, I was so nervous, and I just wanted that to stop. Because that's the worst. That was the worst thing for me.
What about you, Mish?
What's the question?
No, just saying, obviously, getting to that halfway point. When you get there, how does it feel? Because you think, right, I've done halfway now. Can I make it more?
Listen, I was determined to make it to the finals. I really... You don't go into a competition to go halfway. No. You go into any competition, competitive sports, whatever, you go in to win, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's what you do. So halfway through, at that point, I was, you know, I'm still ready. Give me more, I'll go back in.
She said it on the telly. Well, listen, we have had excessive PDAs. We've had clashes over kosher food and the reoccurring wine gate that just keeps getting brought up. What other sources of arguments do you think we're now going to see for the next half? Because personally, I feel this has been one of the most explosive with the arguments that's been going on. What more is there still to come from them? Cigarette gate? You think?
Yeah, because once they run out, and it usually happens around halfway, right? So now's the time. I mean, you're here, Chloe Jasmine. She'd rather not eat than smoke. You know what I mean? And you get to the point where you'll do anything. I know at one point Callum was out of cigarettes, and I went into Big Brother and said, "Listen, I'll get a tattoo of Big Brother's eye on my bum if you give me my letter, which I didn't get, and give Callum his cigarettes." So there comes a point where cigarettes are a really big deal.
Can
and you
we
start
just
fighting.
confirm or deny whether you got it
I
done?
did not get it. I didn't get my letter.
I think I want proof. I think I want to see. Well, it's not just been rows, is it? It's not just been house horrors. We've seen some bonds being formed. Arlene, who do you think, out of there, the people that have bonded, who do you think may be at risk over the next couple of weeks of maybe breaking them bonds?
Well, I really do think that Stevie's going to run from Chloe Jasmine.
Do you?
If she sucks on his lips or touches
glad you said
him.
lips.
I mean, it's just so ridiculous. But I think in the end, if she sobs over him once more, I think even he's going to get like, do you know what? Could you just get off?
A lot of people have said they're concerned for their relationship because, you know, anyone in a relationship, regardless of what you think of them two, that's a hard experience. I mean, I couldn't imagine going in there with Dan. You couldn't go in there with Reese. Like, you'd go mad. Like, do you think that could damage them in there?
I think they were damaged before they went in.
Oh.
But I think they're trying so hard to find a way to win. You know, and it smacks of desperation.
People have said before that he would probably be all right in there on his own. And the reason there is conflict from other housemates is because of her and the way she is.
But she's very sweet. She's a very sweet girl. She's just
sweet.
very, very needy. And then what happens is you see him trying to run for the border, and she's going, "But wait for me, wait for me." And that's what happens. And in all seriousness, she's lovely. It's just she's too fragile to be in there.
And people are telling him constantly that he would be all right without her.
Yeah.
So at some point, he's worrying and thinking about what everybody else
might
is
believe
thinking.
it.
Do you think he will?
That would be sad. I mean, if they really are, if you believe it, whether they are or not, you know, if they are, and we have to go with this story that we've been presented, then it would be sad that if they went in here and that tore them apart.
Well, whose friendships then do we think is going to definitely last the distance? Because I mean, Austin and James, for a
think
start,
that will last.
they seem so close. It's unreal. Do we think they will last?
I actually think on that one, I actually think Austin is genuinely sweet. And at first I like James, but I think James playing a very smart game, and I think he'll tease Austin along because he's playing a game. And I actually think that James is a bit of a snake.
Oh, no, I love
James. That's the first time I've heard that.
You
love
wait.
James. You know what's going to happen? They're going to go get his husband, and that's going to be the end of those three.
Do you think?
The way that I know my gays, I think there's something to it. But James is lovely. I absolutely adore him. I don't think he's snaky at all. I think that he's smart. I think he likes Austin. He takes him for what he is. Austin was breathing nasty friggin' onion breath on him. Like what a brother would do. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel sexual tension. I feel Austin flirty banter and does his little fun stuff with him. But I don't feel that. I think James is lovely.
I'm an Austin fan.
Love Austin too. Together.
All right, well, let's take a little look ahead to the final. We've had all the first impressions. You've changed your mind a lot on people. Jenna being one of them.
Yeah, that's what this game is all about, isn't it?
This is what I'm saying. Who's had the biggest sort of change of impression for you guys?
Well, Janice, I actually worry what happened to her. You know, you kind of hardly see her. I thought she was going to be the powerhouse. I expected when I read she was going in, I thought she's going to lead the troops. It's going to be...
Everybody did.
What happened?
Who else?
But I think she'll come back.
She will come back if those two stay out. She won't come back if they go back in because they dominate. And if somebody else dominates, it's too much work for her. She's not going to do it. As far as personalities go, I mean, Janice may have changed your mind, but for me, Jenna, I went in. Jenna was so strong for me. I was like, oh, she's.
Because everyone judged her and was like, oh, the porn star. And then you went,
she's
normal.
Jenna.
She's lovely.
Still do love Jenna. I just think she needs to. Once you go too far to the dark side, there's no coming back.
I've got 10 seconds, very quickly. Who do you want to win?
Win?
Yeah.
I'm either James, Natasha, or Scoop.
Austin.
James, Bobby, or Natasha.
That's all I've got time for, everyone. That is it for tonight. Give it up to the amazing Arlene Furman Steps in the Sabotage. Big thank you to Matt Richardson and from LA, Courtney Stodden as well. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back here at 11 p.m. I'm going to be joined by Carol Biggins and David Morgan. But now, in honour of Team UK winning a luxury food budget, it's Lorraine Bowen with a truly extraordinary performance of Crumble. Night, night, it's Lorraine!
Everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. In fact, I've got one in the oven. Would you like some? Would you like some? Everybody, come on, join in. Something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. In fact, I've got one in the oven. Would you like some? A bit of custard, a bit of cream. It reminds you of your best dream. Oh, anything you want with it, anything you like. But if you don't tell me soon, I'll be off on my bike. I'll be off on my bike, off on my bike, off on my bike, off on my bike. Everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. In fact, I've got one in the oven. Would you like some? Hey! I've got my DJ headphones. Let's get this tempo going. Let's get a party really going. Come on, everyone. Get your bingo wings out. A bit on the side, bit on the side, bit on the side, bit